Hello everyone, I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. In the headlines, Prime Minister Skerrit reassures visiting Dominicans their right to vote is safe. Increased air access expected to boost visitor numbers for Mass Dominic 2019, and the Public Service Union to continue awareness campaign for greater respect of labor laws. The details coming up.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
First up in the news, a new connecting flight into Dominica began its services on Thursday. Here's more.
This is as a result of successful negotiations with A&T to provide same-day connections from Guadeloupe to Dominica. Chairman of the Discover Dominica Authority, who is also chairman of the Air Access Committee, Benoit Badwell, says these new flights will bring additional tourists to Dominica, which is all part of growing the tourism sector and increasing the numbers for Mass Dominic 2019.
We've forged a relationship with A&T, and as of November 1st through to April 29th, they will have a connecting flight into Dominica coming in somewhere about 9:30, 9:45 at night. So you will have same-day connection out of New York to Dominica via Guadeloupe. So these are things which can be planned on your calendar, and I'm sure if the numbers in terms of that look very positive, I'm sure that we can continue to talk with other stakeholders to be able to find the necessary seats to bring you home to enjoy Carnival or Mass Dominic 2019.
Badwell says Dominica is developing a carnival calendar of activities which will help it tap into the lucrative global festival tourism market.
We're in the thrust of improving and expanding our festival tourism program. We are fully committed to building a full-fledged program of festivals and special events to create opportunities for companies, groups, and individuals involved in the festival business. We recognize the massive growth taking place in the festival market, especially music festivals and carnivals around the world, with millions of patrons traveling far and near to attend at least one event per year. It means that Dominica must seek to take advantage of these opportunities and to increase its share of the global festival market.
The DDA chairman urged Dominicans to position themselves to take advantage of the expected influx in visitors.
Ladies and gentlemen, I implore you to see where you can play your part in the carnival business. There are tremendous opportunities in areas such as designing and building of costumes, event promotion, songwriting and composition, music production, management of artists, vending of local products, rental of vehicles, transportation and taxi services, accommodation rental, food and beverage, and many other areas that we can all participate in within this economic activity.
A total of 42 flights is expected during the November to March period.
An appeal to Dominicans living in the diaspora to be positive about their country on social media and otherwise. Prime Minister Skerrit and his cabinet held the annual meeting with returning Dominicans at the Goodwill Parish Hall on Thursday. Addressing the issue of infrastructural development in the country, the Prime Minister agreed that while there is more work to be done, a lot has already been done in the country. Here is a segment of the Prime Minister's speech on Thursday making reference to Sam Raphael and Jungle Bay as an example.
He was on the wrong side politically, but as far as I was concerned, this was a Dominican investor in Dominica. And he didn't come to me. I went to him. And I said, the hotel is destroyed in Davis. We shall help you every step of the way to reconstruct this hotel in Dominica. And interestingly, while I am there embracing Mr. Raphael, to rebuild his hotel, the leader of the opposition calls him, I heard him say so publicly, that's why I can repeat it, calls him to tell him, do not build the hotel.
The Prime Minister noted that while in opposition, the Labour Party focused on building and promoting the country.
We were constructive, we were about building Dominica. Yes, when Mike and Roseau in Parliament, it's blows and discharge. When they in Dominica, but when they went out, they were Dominican patriots. They were Dominican statesmen. Whenever Rosie had the opportunity to speak in the mic, you could never hear Rosie say anything bad about Dominica. So you don't have to be in government to make a positive contribution and a positive difference. It comes down, my brothers and sisters, to a simple understanding. A simple understanding. And Maya Angelou captured it very well. You know, to lead a people successfully, you must first love them. Love them. It's not about he's not or she's not a nice person. That's not interesting. We're interested in nice people. People interested in people who care about their welfare and well-being.
Mr. Skerrit gave this charge to his audience.
All we're asking of you, those of us who live here, is for you to be constructive about your country. Be positive about your country. Yes, we may not always agree. You have families, you live together. Sometimes the whole week passes and you don't talk to each other. So that's normal human behavior. And I have read the oath which some of you took. To become American citizens. Why I say, but that oath deadly. Let me tell you something. The oath says, I shall take up arms. Arms. Not this day, not arms, in defense of the United States of America. And I am not telling you, I am not asking you here today to take up arms in defense of Dominica. I am saying to you to be simply positive about your country, Dominica.
The Public Service Union, concerned over what it says is a lack of respect for labour laws 40 years into Dominica's political independence.
President of the Dominica Public Service Union, Steve Joseph, was giving his views on the country's milestone achievement of 40 years of political independence. He says Dominica has come a long way in creating legislation for its labor force, but there are still challenges in protecting workers' rights.
One of the challenges is the ability to sustain what we've achieved. Coming into independence, of course, we were able to form trade unions and begin a process of ensuring that we put the laws and the policies in place. So we have in Dominica very good labor laws that protect our employees. But one of the challenges is the ability to respect those laws and to ensure that all employers, all persons investing, everyone in business can respect that we have those laws in place to protect the employee. So collective bargaining and the right to belong to a union is a right. It's not a privilege.
Joseph says the union will continue its awareness campaign to address employees' concerns in their field of work.
Employees have been faced with the challenge of actually being told that if they're going to be part of any union, that they will not find employment. And that's a challenge. So we have to continue to raise the awareness, especially for young people who's graduating at varying levels, but not guaranteed that they will enjoy some of the protection that our forefathers fought for. And this is a challenge for us. So I'm looking 40 years from now, and I'm hoping that we will keep in place the labor code.
Moving forward, the DPSU hopes to create a more enabling environment for young people to remain in Dominica to work.
If we're going to take the country on a path that is sustainable, people must at least be able to own a little piece of Dominica, afford to. You have young people coming back from university and the burden is the loan. And by the time they pay their loans for their education, it's difficult to even consider purchasing a piece of land or building a home that they can place their families. And this is the trajectory that we are hoping we can take Dominica, the ability to create the kind of environment, investment environment, employment environment, that give a young person and a Dominican the assurance that they do not have to go anywhere else to work, that they can live here comfortably and they can excel.
The Dominica Public Service Union will be celebrating 75 years next year. Andrea Lui, Channel 5 News.
The hot-button issue of the right of Dominicans living overseas to vote came up at the Cabinet's meeting with overseas-based Dominicans on Thursday. The Prime Minister took the opportunity to reiterate his commitment to protect Dominicans' right to vote.
As long as I am Prime Minister of this country, and based on what people are telling me, it'll be for a very long time to come, we shall defend your right under the Constitution of Dominica to vote in Dominica's election. We will defend your right because it is a right. And there is no institution in this country that has any legal or constitutional authority to remove your name on the voters list unless you are a dead person in Dominica. Because voting is too much of an important fundamental right. People die to vote. People shed blood to vote. And we want to go back to the days where only landowners could vote in Dominica. No way. We're making progress and we have to be progressive in our thinking and we can't go back to old days. Those who want to go back to old days will stay where they are and will continue to move forward. God bless you, my dear brothers and sisters.
You are watching Channel 5 News. We'll have more after this.
M&J Covering is the producer of designed galvanized and galvalume in Dominica. They design to your specifications, color and length, 4 styles of galvanized and galvalume pre-painted roofing sheets as requested and supply all your galvalume accessories. M&J Covering helps you control spending and reduce waste. At M&J Covering, they are also equipped to build your roof to precise standards anywhere on island. So come to M&J Covering at 1 Mile in Portsmouth or call 445-5001 275-5003 today.
There are signs everywhere. Pay attention whether you're male or female. Visit your health center to get screened. It's a preliminary test to determine if you are exposed to the HIV virus, an STI, or tuberculosis. Some people who are HIV positive also have tuberculosis. But there's hope. Tuberculosis can be cured. And yes, you can live a full life with HIV. Talk to your doctor. Be responsible. Help stop the spread of TB, HIV. Encourage everyone to get tested.
Chairperson of the National Queen Show Committee is promising a show of quality and class in 2019. The 2018 Queen Show had been cancelled due to the effects of Hurricane Maria the previous year. Queen Show Committee Chairperson Romualda Hyacinth says a rigorous process is adopted to prepare the young ladies for the national show, which is reflected by Dominica's success at regional pageants.
A contestant going through this process comes out as a better individual and much more positive. It is this formula which has enabled Dominica contestants to always emerge among the top 3 contestants in the regional pageants. The contestant's journey to the throne provides each contestant with an incredible opportunity to learn, grow, and blossom into beautiful ambassadors.
Hyacinth says the show has evolved over the years into an event which showcases more than just the beauty of its participants.
For over a decade, the Queen Show Committee has transformed the annual competition from a beauty pageant to a platform for empowering young women. This pageant does not only focus on the physical beauty, but on the grooming young women from different communities to be great ambassadors of Dominica. In the creation of these ambassadors, the Queen Show Committee adopts a robust preparation system which includes training of the ladies and setting an ethos or behavioral parameters for teams and contestants to follow.
So far, 5 young ladies, namely Aliyah Martin, Anik Williams, Brittany Felix, Chrislene Tavernier, and Marisol John have signed contracts for participation in the Miss Dominica Pageant 2019, which is scheduled for Friday, 1st March. A number of measures to be taken to enhance the residential and business environment in the city of Roseau. Member of Parliament for Roseau Central, Honorable Joseph Isaac, who is also Minister for the Environment, spoke to returning Dominicans about some of these plans during Thursday's Diaspora Conference.
The government has already fast-tracked the implementation of the phase of the Roseau City redevelopment project, which stipulates the burying of all utility distribution lines underground. This construction will involve new drains, user-friendly sidewalks, and the enhancement and beautification of the city to include green spaces. Work has already commenced, and the public will start feeling the full impact of this project within the next few months.
Isaac also announced plans to remedy the lingering problem of inadequate parking within the city.
In regards to parking, plans are being developed for the construction of a free tier level parking facility outside of the city center. We have had discussions with a son of the soil, an industrial engineer, who have proposed and suggested that we should use vertical parking systems in small lots in Roseau City. This there is an investment opportunity for you.
The minister says a committee is currently working on a comprehensive rehabilitation and modernization of the botanical gardens into an urban park.
The vision here is to establish the botanical garden as a focal centerpiece and a demonstration of Dominica's ecological prowess to the world. This new development of the gardens will include, but not limited to, rose gardens, fruit orchards, a reception center to take advantage of the new trend in experiential tourism, a modern restaurant, water features, and I dare say, a mini golf course, so all of us could enjoy.
In an effort towards building climate resilience in the city, 134 dwelling units and 20 commercial spaces will be built. Mr. Isaac says work on that project should begin in December. The graduation of hundreds of state college students characterized as a practical demonstration of resilience by the Minister for Education and Human Resource Development. The minister noted that graduates had accomplished their goal in spite of what they had been through because of Hurricane Maria. The minister says graduates had to defy tremendous odds to make it to graduation day.
Many of you persevered even without a roof over your heads, with limited supplies and with tragic memories of possibly one of the most eventful days in your life. Today, 1 year on, we celebrate. We celebrate collective, remarkable determination by your parents, your family, your faculty, staff, and indeed, the government of Dominica. But most importantly, we celebrate you, the graduates sitting before us today. You made it by the grace of God. We certainly celebrate with you.
Prime Minister Skerrit also had this reminder for graduates.
Always be grateful to your country. Ungratefulness is a cancer. Who isn't a cancer? Because the good Lord loves those who are grateful. And we must show gratitude for what the country has done for us, as small as it may be. Because this country has given you a solid foundation in life and education that not even Hurricane Maria can blow away or take away from you.
And Dominicans both here and abroad are being challenged to take to social media to make the country trend for the entire day on Friday, the 2nd of November. Monel Alexis is one of the organizers of the hashtag Dominica social media campaign.
We're having another hashtag Dominica social media campaign tomorrow, that is November the 2nd. The aim of the campaign is to allow Dominica to trend for a day. We want the world to pause and focus on our beautiful island to see, in fact, that, hey, we've been through a lot, but we've rebounded and everything is sailing smoothly. We're encouraging everyone to post on social media, that is on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And what to post? Post people, music, culture, what you love about Dominica, what makes you smile on the nature island, everything you can identify as Dominican. We want you to post it and share it tomorrow, November the 2nd. And of course, when you're posting, please ensure that your profiles are on public, they are made public, and you post and share using hashtag Dominica. You see, if all of us post on one day, we can, like the first time, make Dominica trend.
The first hashtag Dominica campaign was held on 3rd November 2017.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, galvanized and fenced pipe. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
To end the news, a look again at the headlines. Prime Minister Skerrit reassures visiting Dominicans their right to vote is safe. Increased air access expected to boost visitor numbers for Mass Dominic 2019. And the Public Service Union to continue awareness campaign for greater respect of labor laws. Feel free to contact us at news@mapping2k4.com. You can access our past newscasts on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris. Thank you for watching. Join us tomorrow.